It was one of the most impactful protests in Hong Kong history, and now Hong Kongers are hitting the streets again, but not in their hometown. Demonstrations in Hong Kong have become virtually impossible under a widening political crackdown, so they called for freedom and rights on behalf of the people of Hong Kong in cities around the world, including Taipei.
3 long years have passed since the historic June 12 protests in Hong Kong in 2019, years that have left the city almost unrecognizable. But these Hongkongers in Taipei say they haven't forgotten about the cause, that the fight isn't over, it's just moved overseas.
The June 12 protest wasn't the first in 2019, nor the biggest, but it did set the tone for an increasingly violent and what became a hopeless struggle. It was the first time that tear gas and rubber bullets were fired at marchers, and the new uniforms for both sides emerged. Protesters clad in black and police in military-style gear, with no badge numbers, and, many say, no accountability. And for Hong Kongers who now find themselves abroad, it's an occasion to speak up for those back home who can no longer do so themselves.
大概喺唔夠1年之前過嚟台灣嘅，即係第一次喺台灣參與呢個612嘅。香港而家要發聲都好難啊，所以其實都咁喺海外嘅我哋仲有空間可以至少引起關注。之後喺一啲對於香港議題嘅關注同埋認同，咁大概都唔會咁失望嘅，因為其實見到仲有人關注咁樣，所以就會稍為有啲希望。
Thousands of Hong Kongers have moved to Taiwan to escape China's national security crackdown in the city. But last month, the path to residency hit a hurdle after a proposed scheme allowing Hong Kong migrants who have lived in Taiwan for more than 5 years to apply for permanent status was shelved indefinitely. Local politicians want more discussion due to concerns over national security, but Sunday speakers pushed back against those concerns.
在我这段时间接触绝大多数的来台湾的香港朋友里面，我看到其实很多的香港朋友相比于甚至比台湾人更在意台湾的国安，更敏感于台湾的国家安全，因为很多香港朋友是很清楚知道香港是在什么样子的过程丢掉的。
It's that bitter experience that binds the people here together and steels them for a fight that may persist through many more anniversaries like this, when Hong Kongers and their supporters around the world renew the vow that many protesters made in 2019 to never forgive, never forget. Ryan Hill Kilpatrick for TaiwanPlus.